Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I am Cathy if you're new here, and today I'm just gonna be giving you all a little update on my TSW journey. So if you watched the previous video, you would remember that I am on oral steroids right now, specifically prednisone, as well as antihistamines, Piriton. So I'm using the antihistamines to help with like the itching, especially at night, and also it kind of helps me sleep. And also, well, the prednisone, what that is doing is reducing the symptoms of TSW while I continue my journey. So it has been 5 months that I am on the prednisone. I have tried to taper it off faster, but I noticed like when I reach around 3 tablets, I start to experience a lot of flares. So I am currently on 3 tablets kind of consistently. I'm just continuing the journey in terms of like my diet. The plan is to continue to reduce it until I'm able to like withstand whatever symptoms are going through until it eventually leaves. With that being said, my skin right now is in a much better position than how it was, as you all could have seen from the video before. If you didn't watch it, I'll be linking that down below. So my skin right now is so much better that I am able to wear clothes like normal. Also, like the areas that were very flared, those are no longer there. And I've noticed that my skin itself has become like the areas that are healed, that is very like smooth. And I noticed that the skin itself kind of like new, like the skin cells itself are new, like where it had like kind of wrinkles before and stretch marks and stuff like that. All that is like gone. Even though it was a rough process, I'm grateful for the end product, and it's not even the end yet because you know I'm still on the journey. In terms of the symptoms, I do experience flares still, like on my, oh gosh, I forget, my inner elbows, and like my hands and behind my knees, on my tummy area. Those areas I still do experience flares, but overall much better than what it used to be. Of course, I do experience anxiety still a little, especially at night time. So like I would experience like my heart a little bit racing a little bit, but what I do is just try to, you know, breathe and calm myself down, you know, just try to manage it like that. I don't take anything for it. I just try to naturally bring it down, you know, try to control myself a little bit. So you know that being on prednisone, if you ever was on it before, it has symptoms, especially if you're on it long term like me. I have experienced some weight gain, okay? Your girl thicker than a snicker.
You are thicker than a sneaker.
Alright, but I'm hoping that, you know, when I finish, by the time I'm done, you know, I'll be able to bring it back down, you know, bring myself back down to a comfortable size. I do experience some dizziness and I do feel like fatigue at times, and I believe this is because of the prednisone. I'm not too sure. In terms of the flares, what I do to cope with it, I moisturize. That is the theme. So I use like a combination of oils. If you want, you could comment down below if you want me to do like a video of specifically what I use to help manage it and cope with it. I use oils to keep myself moisturized. I use a few steroid free creams. So I am completely staying away from the topical steroids. I just, you know, using the oral ones. Also, very important note, I try my best to keep my stress levels down. So you see a girl, whenever I start to stress, as soon as I start to even think about something stressful, I just start scratching one time.
You relax yourself. Huh?
So I know stress is a trigger for me, so I try to, you know, keep it down. Another important point before I forget is the diet. Now, I have to stay away from dairy and gluten because I notice those things tend to flare me. I'm not perfect at it because, you know, that could be a kind of expensive diet, but I try my best, you know, to stay away from it as much as I could. And that definitely helps. That makes a huge difference. So my goal is to stick to a completely dairy-free and gluten-free diet. This might be my last point, but it is the most important point out of all. How I cope with all of this is trusting God. Like literally, I just trust Him. I just imagine Him holding my hand and walking with me through this journey, actually just leading me through this journey. And I know that, you know, what He starts, He gonna complete. Sometimes I get a little bummy, as Trinise they say bummy, which means frightened. You know, I get a little frightened sometimes, like, oh God, Lord, will this thing end? Which is like when I start to panic, when I start to worry and be like, no, Cathy, God bring you to this point, He gonna lead you to the end. Also, I just had to mention, I do experience a little bit of trauma sometimes, like when I remember, like I'll get little flashbacks at how it was and like the pain and the discomfort, and I'll feel like a little jolt in my chest. But I just try to condition my mind of how I think about it. You know, I just be like, okay, instead of being like, this was a traumatic experience, think about it like this was way, boy, I come a long way kind of experience. Like this was a life-changing experience. I just changed like my perspective on it to help me to not be mentally traumatized by it. So I could look at the pictures, or I could look back and be like, wow, you know, inspired instead of scared or dreaded by it. So yeah, this was just, you know, the purpose of this was just to give all a little update. Look forward to further updates when, you know, I fix myself together, when, you know, the weight go down and the skin all clear and clean, all the cheer me on and I cheer you on. All the rest of TSW warriors out there, keep going, keep strong. If you choose to do it like me, which is to taper off with oral steroids, or if you choose to go the hard way, whatever working for you, listen, just know that it'll get better. Keep going, you're strong, and Jesus is with you, just like how He was with me. Because your girl could not do it alone. I'm sure I would not even be here, you know. So I'm just thankful to be alive and well today, and to be able to share this journey with all of y'all. This is the end of the video. Yeah, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell, hit a like, you know, comment, interact with me. I don't like to say bye, so see you later.